Well, there you are. Very welcome to the Philip Doyle Junior B Football Championship final here on the Wicklow GATV stream between Newcastle and Tinahely. Two teams there just going through their pre-match parade at the moment. My name is Daniel Kennedy. I'll be taking you through the commentary here today. Got the teams up here now for both sides. We'll start off with Newcastle. Newcastle will line out as follows. In goals is Stephen Kelleher. Corner back is Adam Hussey. Full back Mark O'Connor. And left corner back is Ethan Mackey. Arthur Dunn, Alan Daly and Sean Ryder make up the half back line, with Robbie O'Gara and Leon Reynolds in goal in midfield. Warren Merriman, Adam Farrell and Sean McLeavy make up the half forward line, while Sam Johnson, Kieran Doyle and Ryan Heffernan make up the full forward line. Teams are just marching around. Good applause, good crowd here today in Echelon Park. I'm also joined as well by Annacara's Mert O'Brien. How are you on there, Mert?
Not too bad, lads. Apologies, I was running late. The big traffic coming in there caught me out. So
a big Tinahely crowd coming, was it?
There is a big Tinahely crowd coming in, yeah. I didn't notice that coming along. Just looking at the teams there, there's a couple of Tinahely stalwarts there. This is going to be a really tough game. I've seen Newcastle play against Annacara's Junior B team this year as well. Again, they lost county final last year against Avoca. Seem to be perennial county finalists, but they just haven't got over the line. So this should be a cracking game. A couple of great footballers on both sides. So
we'll go through the Tinahely team now in full here, just at the moment, as the players are making their way to the benches. In Tinahely, team lines out as follows. In goal is Damien Darcy. Corner back is Larry Keaton. Conor Hatton is full back with Callum Mutton in the left corner back position. Adam Haddon is half back. Thomas Hayden is centre back and James Turle is left half back. Morris Hederman and Pierce Byrne make up the midfield. Sean Murphy and Tony Darcy starting the half forward line. Remember, Patrick Murphy doesn't start. John Blake, number 18, will be starting instead of number 12, Patrick Murphy. Rory O'Dare, Oisin Gorman and Daniel Ging make up the full forward line. So
there's plenty of experience at the Tinahely side. Like, you look at Conor Hatton has played multiple seasons as senior. He's back playing Junior B now. Tony Darcy is a club legend, played for 20 years, one of the best footballers in the county on his day. So Tony's going to take a lot of mining for Newcastle. Then you have a good few young lads kind of sprinkled around there. Pierce Byrne, first year up, Callum Mutton. Like you thought, Rory O'Dare is a fine footballer, quick as lightning in the corner. And then again they have John Blake in starting. I wouldn't say John is going to stay in the forwards. I would imagine John will get around the middle of the field. But again, he's around a long time, lots of experience, played loads of senior football, so that'd be a help. On the other side then, Newcastle, I've seen him twice this year. They're very good. Kieran Doyle full forward, again loads of experience. Robbie O'Gara is a great footballer in the middle of the field, wearing number 8. Robbie might actually play in the half forward line if he's around. Then number 7 actually played with myself, Sean Ryder. He used to play county minor with Sean back in the day. He was the captain of the county minor team around 10 or 11, so there's plenty of football there too. So sets up for a cracking game, in fairness.
Straight away there, I think we can already see a change. You're right there, Robbie O'Gara has got into the half forward line. Number 10 there for Newcastle is Warren Merriman. And on the Tinahely side, Oisin Gorman has come out to the half forward line. John Blake's actually inside.
Yeah, I'd say John's going to start inside and come out straight away. Interesting one for the throw in. Tinahely have a smaller man in the middle. It looks like Pierce Byrne there in the middle. I would have thought they would have had Oisin Gorman out. Oisin's a big strong man, and I thought he would have been better just for the throw in even. But it's an interesting one. You normally see the two big men coming for the throw in, so it's interesting the way they've worked that out.
Tiarnán De Hál from Montucker is our referee here today. Dara Byrne there from Ballymanus on the line. Trying to spot who's on the other line.
It's Gareth Whelan.
Gareth Whelan, grand. Tiarnán De Hál doing his checks. Take no watch. All like sprinters there, the way they're marking on the half forward line, and the ball is thrown up and away we go. Bat in the air there for the ball is Leon Reynolds, or rather that's Adam Farrell. Adam Farrell gives away a free for Tinahely there. I think foul on Pierce Byrne. Thomas Hayden gets on with it. It's out here now on the covered stand side. Took a moment there for James Turle to control it, but he has it in his hands, making his way. Tinahely are just working it backwards. Good interception there by Ryan Heffernan.
They're away, they have them turned out. If they can get it in quick, this could cause danger. John Blake is back there as a spare man, just heading towards the small D at the moment.
Just bounced ahead of him there, has to get back control. Can't, kicks it back nicely to Sam Johnson. Working it down nicely now into Kieran Doyle, the big experienced man, well, the small experienced man. Kieran Doyle turns his man. Kieran Doyle heading towards goal. Pass another man. Puts it over the bar for the first score of the game.
That's a great score from Tiarnán Doyle. You would have thought the ball into the corner there would have been away from goal for him. He had 2 men to beat. He stepped inside, chipped it over the left foot. As I say, Kieran's around a long time. He's very experienced. Once he got the turn, he went straight for goal. Didn't try to do too much, just chipped it over the bar.
At the ripe old age of 48, Tiarnán Doyle has been a great servant to Newcastle in the football as well as Kilcool in the hurling. Managing the junior hurlers actually out there at the moment. Damien Darcy now with kick out.
Damien's experience too. He's played a lot of football. I remember being in school, when I was in school in first year, Damien was on the 6th year team and they won the vocation schools All Ireland against Tyrone, so Damien's around a long time, very experienced, good man to have him to go on.
He's kicking with the wind in this half. He sends down the middle. Robbie O'Gara gets up and catches. O'Gara, just a neat little hand pass over to, is that Ryan Heffernan?
No one inside for Newcastle, which is interesting. And a lot of bodies behind the ball for Tinahely, which is expected, but now it's Kieran Doyle is making a move inside.
Liam Reynolds doesn't use him, goes for the shot himself. Just clips off the post and goes wide.
Very interesting there in that period of play. Newcastle got all their bodies out around the kick out, had no one inside, no one to deliver to it. They carried it well, but Tinahely need to come and attack those kick outs. I would imagine that was aimed for Oisin Aughrim here on this side, because Oisin's a big strong man, big tall man. I would have thought they'd be trying to get him under the kick outs.
And your knowledge of Sean Ryder there, he seems to be the man marking him. What do you reckon?
Yeah, Sean is well, he's quick as lightning, he's tough as nails, so it'll be interesting now to see. He won't let him get up on his own anyway. That was a quick kick out, good quick kick out there.
Callum Mutton on it. Into Conor Hatton. Hatton back to Larry Keaton, all the full back line now getting a touch of the ball.
Interesting one for you, Larry Keaton playing corner back. His son Curtis was full back on the Tinahely senior team.
Alright. Family affairs all around the place. Tinahely working the ball down the cover stand side. In the possession is Hedeman. Hedeman gets it back. Here with James Tyrrell. Just in the 45, working it across over to Adam Haddon. Had on the ball. Oisin Gorman's made a move into space away from Sean Ryder. Gorman takes a pass, or trying to get past Ryder there. He holds him up well. It's back to Adam Haddon.
Newcastle are well set up here. They have everyone behind the ball where they should. They have their +1 in place. Tony Darcy will make things happen though. Tony's a good footballer.
I think he was happy enough to work it across the 45 for the moment. Thomas Hayden in possession. Thomas Hayden. Fine ball around the corner.
Froyo there.
Daniel Ging.
Or Daniel Ging, is it? Yeah.
Yep. Thomas Hayden now back with the pass from Daniel Ging. Working it backwards on the ball. James Hurl again. Pierce Byrne. I suppose they're just looking to keep possession and eventually find their gap.
They're trying to work a score here, yeah. Newcastle are very, very well set up.
There's Oisin Gorman now from just on the edge of the arc.
Cracking score. That's a 2-pointer.
From Oisin Gorman.
That's a 2, yeah. That was outside the arc.
Tinahely lead here now. 2 points to 1. Oisin Gorman and Kieran Doyle the scorers. Just gone. Just almost 4 minutes old. We'll have the kick out now from Stephen Kelleher. Sean Ryder's making a move close to him. His option not to go from goes long. It's up in the air. Misses a few Tinahely hands. And now on the ball, Warren Merriman. He's fouled. Free to Newcastle. Warren Merriman gets on with it quickly. He's handing it around. Adam Farrell on it. Back over to Adam Daly. Daly finds the ball over to Arthur Dunn. Arthur Dunn looking at his options. Gets it over to Ryan Heffernan. That is Ryan Heffernan now spotting the gap, running through.
Newcastle again haven't got a whole pile of bodies committed forward. Like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 standing back around between the two 65s. And Tinahely have everyone back, so it's hard to see how they're going to break them down with John Blake as a +1 back there as well.
Well, I tell you,
they've got a bit of space now.
I tell you what, I was very happy with Newcastle going 1 to 15. However, I just realised Ryan Heffernan's wearing number 9. Number 10 there kicked that ball. Warren Merriman looks to be going out wide, is it? Yeah, called wide. Just, I think that might be Liam Reynolds wearing number 15. They may have swatched jerseys. But that definitely is Ryan Heffernan wearing number 9.
Just like to make your job hard, that's all. I just want to keep on your toes.
Yeah, I knew when I was looking at number 15, I thought that's way too small to be Ryan Heffernan. Damien Darcy now with the kick out. Going long.
The Newcastle Ultras with the horn when Damien's kicking it out. Great to see on county final, that's what you want.
Sure, I was down at the quarter final that Newcastle played and they were there as well. Arthur Dunn. They're working across now to Sean Ryder. Sean Ryder, Warren Merriman there in support. Hands it off. Warren Merriman back to Ryder. Ryder, he said he has a bit of pace. Let's see how we can go. He just Miss kicks out in front of him. Held. He fouls, and it's a free out for Tinahely. Oh, it's for...
It's a 3-up infringement, is it?
3-up infringement.
Yeah, that's what it is. It wasn't clear with the signal there, the referee. Oh, okay. We're being told he had advantage here, actually, for a free.
Mark O'Connor.
There's a long advantage now.
Adam Farrell in possession. Over to Robbie O'Gara. Now Newcastle's turn to just kick the ball around in front of the Tinahely defence. Robbie O'Gara now looking for a gap onto Ryan Heffernan. Kicking it back out to Ryder.
Again, Newcastle have men on the outside, only 1 or 2 inside. Kieran Doyle at the far side on his own. Then 1 or 2 more now have drifted in, but...
Warren Merriman. Just...
I have to be patient. Tinahely are well set up here. They have to find their chance.
And now there's a bit of a gap in front of the D. This goes out now to Leon Reynolds. Leon Reynolds just almost at the edge of the arc. Hoops it in. Hand there from Kieran Doyle, and Damien Darcy gone out for a 45 according to the umpire.
45, alright. Probably outside his range. Like I said, they had no one inside to really come and get it. When the one man did come and get it, popped it back out. He had to shoot really because there was nothing around him. But it is interesting the way Newcastle are between the 65 and 45. They have 4 or 5 men there waiting to make late runs, but it's just not coming to fruition for them at the moment.
Even like with the options inside, like Kieran Doyle is not the biggest man of stature, but he'll fight for absolutely everything.
They need space, and Tinahely are trying to cut it off. John Blake in front of him, but if they keep going, get it in early like they did with the first ball, Kieran will get scores.
Sean McLeavy now with the 45. It's a bit nice central position forward. It's going to drop short. Goes over the head of Adam Farrell.
In the square ball.
Square ball. So it'll be free inside the box for Tinahely, and they get on with things quickly. Adam Haddon now to collect the ball. Looking forward, Oisin Gorman's made a move in front of Ryder. Gorman gets there. Burst past the challenge of Warren Merriman, and back now to Adam Haddon. Adam Haddon hits into space there for Larry Keaton, although he's under severe pressure from Kieran Doyle, but pushing it back, and it's a free out for Tinahely. They want
to win a free there.
They're working it up now here. Sean
Tinahely
Murphy.
have an opportunity to get it in
Murphy
early.
in, that's a brilliant handoff to Thomas Hayden. Thomas Hayden just meeting blue jerseys at the moment. Daniel Ging out wide. Ging trying to get past Adam Hussey. Fakes the run, cuts back on his right. It's just going across goal, and it's gone well wide in the end.
Tinahely had a chance there as they were bursting out, just as Thomas Hayden took that ball. It was a great take, actually. The ball was behind him, and if he just got his head up a little second earlier, he had a chance inside. They had Rory O'Dare inside on his own, just with loads of space. Get it into space, let him get after it. He's quick enough to get after it, so Tinahely probably could use to utilise that a little bit more.
Keller with the kick out. Going down central. Adam Farrell gets his hand up there. It breaks on now for Robbie O'Gara. O'Gara back to Mark O'Connor. Connor looks forward. Taking it down now on the cover stand. O'Connor collects it back off Sam Johnson's pass. Just checks back.
The switch is on to this side if they really want it. Sean Ryder stepping up here.
Farrell on the 65. Sees Ryder making the move. That's a lovely pass across the pitch.
And again into Leon Reynolds. Leon
Reynolds now. Just about to run into a few red bodies. Checks back, holds onto the ball well. Okay, Ryan Heffernan goes and collects it for that pass. I'm guessing was for Alan Daly. But Heffernan collects nonetheless. Heffernan. Solo almost takes it away from himself.
Well
still goes. Ryan Heffernan for his
cracking score.
Yeah. Levels the match.
Looked like he was heading down a blind alley there twice, and he's managed to roll himself out of it. Well done.
He's a lovely man for a jink into space. He's also had an eye for a 2-pointer there, and well, certainly when they have there is a bit of a win there. When they have the win in the second half, I'd say he'll be going for a few more. Damien Darcy with the kick out. All of them going long. Looks for Adam Haddon. Underneath him is Warren Merriman. Merriman gets a hand to it. It's a push down the back from Merriman, and a free out to Tinahely.
Yeah, you always know there's a bit of guilt when the two hands go up like that.
Haddon now just hitting across the line. That's almost, well, in fairness to James Tiarnán, did well there despite the run from the Newcastle.
Newcastle have got a body back now to stop this long ball. He didn't get back. He didn't get set quick enough, but they have the number 5 back there. They have Arthur Dunn back there. The dugout was shouting on to get back in front of the Tinahely single man inside.
And Daniel Ging there couldn't control that. And it's a line ball to Newcastle.
It worked into a sense. He didn't get set, but the ball was put out into the corner, so Made him have to work hard to get the ball.
And it's going to be hard work for Newcastle trying to get this out. And it's picked up there by Morris Hedeman. Hedeman over to Adam Haddon. Haddon back to James Turrell.
Switches on this side, Oisin Gorman, yeah.
Over to Oisin Gorman. Just comes and collects. Now there's a wall of blue in front of him. Looking for their gaps. Just passing around here, just ahead of the 45. Turrell on the ball again. Turrell checks it back to Adam Haddon. Haddon over to Thomas Hayden. Hayden's going to go from outside the arc. Hayden, is this the second 2-pointer of the game? No, gone well wide.
Tinahely, so some of the Tinahely players are arguing it. Now the umpire's giving it.
The 2-pointer?
Yes, he waved it wide first, and now he's giving it. And the umpire on this side got confused. First called it wide, then took up the white flag when it should have been the red flag. Tinahely team, in fairness, the players were straight away onto the referee. So 2-pointer it is. A cracking kick from Thomas Hayden. That was all of 50 yards.
The play goes on here. Adam Hussey on the ball. Hussey over to Mark O'Connor. O'Connor, a bit of space, but he's been well tracked there by the Tinahely, and they get the turnover.
Good turnover.
Morris Hedeman. Now on to Tony Darcy.
Tinahely were working so hard, they've no one inside now.
Tony Darcy works it across. Look like they're going to run through the middle. And now for Rory O'Dare. Rory O'Dare shoots.
Short.
Just bounces wide, goes short.
That's the best shot option in the world, but Rory's probably trying to play himself into the game. He just wanted to get a ball and have a shot, I'd say. Since I said that's the first time he's been on the ball. Especially when you're playing corner forward, sometimes it can be a lonely place up there and you don't get your hands on the ball early in the game.
Damon Gallagher slowing things down with this kick out. Tinahely really are pinning them back quite a bit at the moment. Goes short for Sean Ryder.
Good kick out.
Ryder gets to it easy.
Hurt himself.
Pulled
up.
That'll be a big loss now for Newcastle. Hopefully he can just run it off. Hussey looking forward.
It's holding the hamstring. It's very hard to run off when you hurt your hamstring like that.
In the Junior B finally.
Yeah, well that's true. Strap it up and away you go.
That's it. In the space now for Arthur Dunn to run into. Being well tracked there by Morris Hedeman. However, Leon Reynolds now in possession. Reynolds. Back to Farrell and back to Reynolds again. Let's run into red bodies. But they're doing well here to pass it off. Now here is Ryan Heffernan. Scored a point earlier on. Goes for the shot. It's got to drop short. Damien Darcy collects. Morris Hedeman is the free man and he receives it. Tinahely. There's a high press here from Newcastle. Pierce Byrne. And they work it into a bit of space here. Very good ball. And it is controlled in the end by Connor Haddon. Connor Haddon. There's John Blake. It's out to James Turrell. Newcastle are really lots of energy now to try and pin Tinahely back from breaking up the pitch. Adam Haddon, they're just playing it across their own arc.
Tinahely aren't getting out here, they're not. Yeah, now they're stepping forward.
Rory O'Dare. Shot dropped short a few moments ago up the pitch. Gets it on to Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy back to Rory O'Dare. Looking now for Daniel Ging. Ging back to O'Dare. Adam Hussey breaks the challenge of him. Rory O'Dare still going with the ball. Rory O'Dare.
And Oisin Gorman on the edge of the square. Here comes a high ball.
Sean Murphy is going to drop wide. Oisin Gorman couldn't get there.
You can see they were trying to work that to drop it in on top of Oisin. It just didn't. It wasn't central enough for him. He would have caused damage if he had got in there. He had the height advantage.
Stephen Gallagher once again now with the kick out. Sean Ryder seems that he's, well, I haven't seen him do a proper run here in a moment, but he's not holding at the moment.
No, he looks like he's trying to convince himself it's okay. 15 minutes gone here.
They get the magic water at half time. And free there for pushing it back to Newcastle. They get on with it quickly over to Leon Reynolds.
Leon's been their outlet for most balls, hasn't he?
He has. Nice runner with the ball. Not ventures just yet to take on a few players. Ryder in possession. Suppose we'll tell him what he does here on his condition. And just checks it back to Adam Farrell. Farrell works it out wide to Sam Johnson. Sam Johnson, Mark O'Connor is making a run off his right. Doesn't use him. Sam Johnson still going with the ball. Jinking nicely. Gets around James Turrell. Still Johnson going onto the 21. Checks it back to Sean McLeavy. McLeavy goes for the shot and it looks like it's tailing wide.
Back for advantage.
Back for the advantage. Free in for Newcastle.
Hurt the shot. Good work from Sam Johnson there, taking on a man, breaking a tackle.
I think Leon Reynolds trotting over to take this. Sean McLeavey, of course, took the 45 earlier on. That dropped short. I mentioned there Leon being the outlet. He does have a nice boot on him.
The wind is kind of coming and going here in Aughrim. It's not just every couple of minutes they're looking over to the flags, and sometimes they're down, sometimes they're moving. It's with Tinahely if it's anything, so this will be a great kick if he kicks against it.
Chance for a 2-pointer for Leon Reynolds. If he has the distance, if he has the legs for it. It looks good. It's dropping in top of the square. Adam Farrell tries to go for it. Tinahely though recover it.
Callum Mutton did well.
Doyle pressing. Back there was Callum Mutton who caught it. Then he didn't come away with it. Here's Larry Keating. Keating trying to break past a few Newcastle tacklers.
Come back for an advantage again.
Seems to be... Yeah,
Tinahely ball for advantage. Yeah, this wasn't very clear. It looked like it was going in for a second.
I think he was just pointing to the spot there and they might have gotten confused by it. John Blake giving it back to Damien Darcy for the free. Making sure not to kick that, of course, because it would have been seen as the free back to the keeper outside the box. And he just gives a short one to Conor Hatton. John Blake is just standing in space here on the sideline. He's just going to work it back inside.
Working to the far side now. James Tyrrell is free. John Blake's giving the instruction, Oh,
Sam Johnson does get a kick to it. Gets it out, gets in the space for himself. Sam Johnson gives it in now to Leon Reynolds. Leon Reynolds just turns into James Tyrrell and works it back to Sam Johnson. Red bodies all around the place, but Sean McLeavey now in possession. Goes for the shot. Does it look good? It is good.
I was just about to say good scramble defence from Tinahely, but that's a cracking score there from Sean McLeavey, in fairness. Off the outside of the boot.
Deficit down to a point. Tinahely 4 points, Newcastle 3.
Tinahely, their own captain of their own downfall there, really. Larry Keaton, a bad kick pass across. Let Sam Johnson get intercepted. Johnson was awake, in fairness to him, so.
Damien Darcy with the kick out. It's just floods and floods of bodies in the midfield.
There's some coming here from Newcastle. Sean Ryder's going. He couldn't check it off.
Sean Coughlin coming on. Looks to be. So Sean for Sean. 17 for 7. Sean Ryder's day unfortunately done early. Damien Darcy over to Conor Hatton. I suppose we called that your curse in the commentary there. You were talking Sean Ryder up.
Yeah. But that generally comes with the speedsters, doesn't it? Hamstring injuries. Never had to worry about that myself.
Larry Keating looking forward onto Pierce Byrne. Pierce Byrne are just working it around as they like to do. Tinahely.
The sub change is interesting. Sam Johnson seems to have gone to wing back, so he's found himself back inside his own 14, marking Oisin Gorman now at the minute. And Sean Coughlin's gone in corner forward.
Thomas Hayden looks for Daniel Ging, gets a hand to it, goes to Oisin Gorman. Daniel Ging is free inside him. He goes to use him. Daniel Ging, through on goal, gets past Gallagher, and there's the first goal of the game. It's Tinahely 1-4, Newcastle 3 points.
As I was just saying, Sam Johnson wearing 13, found himself a full back. Oisin Gorman got out in front of him, did exactly what he should have done, back across the square. Good finish by Daniel Ging, in fairness to him. Great, stepped around the keeper and made sure that was a goal.
And then that outlet, the big man in the square, the big man up top. It's obviously a big man with a big step as well. Stephen Gallagher with the kick out. Goes wide, there's no longer an option to go short, so he sends it down looking for Adam Farrell. Just red bodies around that ball, and the ball spills loose. They get in the way here of the ball. It's gone out for a line ball to Newcastle. And they get on with things quickly. In possession is Leon Reynolds. Leon Reynolds putting the head down, going forward. It's going to go for the shot.
Danger.
Gone into the square. Damien Darcy comes out to collect the ball nicely, calmly, gets it out, gets on to Pierce Byrne. Pierce Byrne forward now to Adam Haddon.
Adam is looking up inside.
Oisin Gorman there gets ahead of
He's the outlet.
Gets ahead of Sam Johnston. Gets his hands over, picks up the ball nicely. Under a lot of pressure there from Alan Daly. That's a free for a
sideline ball, I think, is it? Oh, referee's giving a free.
Free for a push in the back, I think, on Oisin Gorman. Oisin Gorman to take it, or
again, it's an interesting one. Sam Johnson, Oisin is a taller man than Sam Johnson, and he's getting out in front, so Sam's going to have to figure something out there. He's asked me to shove back there from corner forward, so maybe he's used to that, I don't know, but he's going to have to figure something out.
Looks to be a sideline ball here now from the position he's taken up.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Gives it out to Adam Haddon and back to Gorman again. Oisin Gorman curling it beautifully. It's drop in. Kelleher gets a hand to it. It's off that back of Adam Farrell. My day.
Why didn't he catch it?
Why didn't he catch it?
It came right off the back. We're just watching the replay here now. It was a great kick by Oisin Gorman. Looked all the way over, and then whatever instead of catching it, he punched it back, and it came off the back of
Adam Farrell. I don't know if they do own scores in Gaelic football.
Right off the centre of his back.
Do we count that?
How unlucky.
Do we count that as Gorman's goal? Adam Farrell now in possession, hoping to make up for that error. Warren Merriman fouled by Adam Haddon, free on the 45 to Newcastle, and a long step by Robbie O'Gorman. When was he going to take the tap and go?
Yeah. I like, in fairness, his endeavour and his ideas, right? It was just took 10 steps before he went to solo.
There's Liam Reynolds going for the shot, just the edge of the arc. It's going to drop Damien Rice. Go for it! Sean Cochran, the substitute who came out for Sean Ryder earlier on. It's an immediate response from Newcastle.
You could see it coming from here. Damien had his eyes on the ball, Damien Darcy, and no one was watching Sean Cochran. He was coming. You could see he had eyes on the ball too. He was getting there first. Well done. Great response after a mistake down to the end, helping his goalie out.
Super sub Sean has got Newcastle's first goal of the game.
21 minutes gone. The game is just kicked into life.
Damien Darcy looking for Pierce Byrne. Pierce Byrne gets a brilliant hand to it.
We're getting all the skills now, lads.
Tony Darcy's in a bit of space. Warren Merriman does well there to hold him up, but Tony Darcy, soccer style, kicks it away from the attempted challenge by the Newcastle cornerback. On the advantage now. Here is Rory O'Dare. Rory O'Dare trying to get past Adam Farrell. Goes for the shot. Rory O'Dare is going to drop, and we're going to go back for the advantage.
Yeah, dead right. Take your shot when you have the advantage. Nice little bit of skill there from Tony. Got himself out of trouble, out of two bodies. Did well. I imagine Oisin Gorman's going to come out and try to kick this with the left boot again. Question is, what's the referee going to say? Was the foul outside or inside? It was right on the arc.
Yeah, I think he's pointed just outside the arc there, yeah. So Shane Gorman, do we credit that goal to him?
I don't know. You could credit to him or the goalkeeper or Adam Farrell. It's one of those things, that crazy things that just happens on county final day for no explanation. But here's another high ball in,
and it's just gone wide. Smart play by the Newcastle man to make sure it went out this time.
Yeah.
Though, fairness, Stephen Keller didn't have that option for the goal.
Yeah, it's easy to say from up here, but you would say he probably should have caught it. He had a chance. It was probably on his chest, you know. And again, like I say, very easy to say from up here.
Yeah. Sam Johnson trying to make himself available, but Callagher just going long. Once again, looking for Robbie O'Gara, or Adam Farrell gets a hand to it, but it breaks for Tinahely. In possession is Thomas Hayden. Hayden kicking it forward, looking for Daniel Ging. Adam Hussey does well to read that and keep out in front of Ging. Picks it up under the pressure from Ging, who's working hard to try and get the ball back. Mark O'Connor in possession. It's back on with O'Connor. Adam Hussey made the run to his right.
He left him short, yeah.
Left him short. Sean Murphy. Now here is Rory O'Dare. O'Dare checking inside, looking for Daniel Ging. Adam Farrell though, sweeping up.
Just physically, Rory he wasn't strong enough to get around the two men there. He needed to use his pace.
Long ball across by Adam Farrell. It's taken though by Adam Haddon for Tinahely. Haddon for a chance for a point. Goes for it, goes over the bar.
He had for a split second two men inside him. He looked at them. There was the Newcastle bodies between him and them. Took the best option, which was the point at this stage. 2-5 to 1-3. 24 minutes gone.
We're looking at now. So 5-point deficit as we approach half time. Not been a lot of stoppages in this one, even with Sean Ryder's injury. He didn't go down, he kept going. Bit of
a set play here. They're bunched into the middle and breaking. It looks like they're looking to get someone isolated. They have.
For Ethan Mackey. Ethan Mackey though doesn't get it. Morris Hederman does though. Hederman looks forward for Daniel Ging. Ging takes the ball well. Gets past Adam Farrell. Goes for the shot.
Cracking score. Very, very well done. In fairness, Newcastle got one-on-one, but Tinahely got body over, won the break, direct ball in. Dan Ging just stepped inside and chipped it over the bar. Exactly what you want from your corner forward. His confidence is up to with a goal run to his name already.
So that's out. 6 points now. Tinahely lead. So we're looking at double scores really as we approach half time. They're still doing that same set play as you were talking about for this kick out. Stephen Gallagher does go along. It's going to drop underneath Warren Merriman, but Tinahely get bodies around with O'Shane Gorman. Sean Murphy now in possession. On over to Adam Haddon. Haddon assessing his options going forward. Gives it back to Murphy. Murphy. Over to Rory O'Dare. Rory O'Dare is hit back, however, no free. And Tinahely still in possession. On the ball is Thomas Hayden. Hayden looking forward. Blue Body's just leading the line there on the 45. He gets it over to Daniel Ging. Daniel Ging looking to take on Hussey. No, just checks it back and over to Pierce Byrne. Pierce Byrne back to Daniel Ging. Tony Darcy was trying to run towards him. However, he goes for the longer ball over to Adam Haddon. And they're just working it around the Newcastle defence. They're trying to. Here's Maurice Hederman. Hederman jinks inside on the arc. Gives it back to Tony Darcy. Darcy's got to go for it. It's a wayward shot. Adam Hussey's underneath this. But out comes the Tinahely forward. But it's one there.
Sean Murphy coming under. He nearly had it.
Alan Daly just nearly gave Tony Darcy an opportunity. But
Newcastle need to go here. They have Tinahely turned. Tinahely bodies are not back here now. This is Leon Reynolds. If he can take him on now and get a ball inside, they've only got one ball into Tiarnán De Hál.
Whereas Leon Reynolds just jinking around. Thomas Hayden did very well there to stop him getting past.
Tinahely just did enough to get him slowed up to get their bodies back. They were back and set then, working very hard getting people back there in fairness to Tinahely. Well, as I say, John Blake is, after that first ball, he is sitting on Kieran Doyle now and he can't get a ball in. This will be a cracking kick if he gets this.
So Leon Reynolds, go boot on him from the 45. Gonna drop on top of Kieran Doyle. Few hands in there. Who has Alan Daly? Can't get it. It's kicked out for Tinahely and there's collected Maurice Hederman. And Tinahely now can break. Gone up to Oisin Gorman. Brilliant rob there by Sam Johnston. Takes a shot in the back. Still has the ball, Johnston. And now Warren Merriman takes over from a few challenges there from Tinahely. Sean McLeavy, it's going to be a free there, yeah. For the shoulder. It seems to be the back of Sam Johnston.
The back Leon Reynolds kicked this one based on the last couple. Just outside his distance on the last few, but this one I'd say is right inside his distance. It'll be a 2-pointer and it'll be a remedy they really need.
Sean McLeavy, yeah, giving it over to him. Giving it to Leon Reynolds. I was finding with Gaelic footballers, just the boots they wear, you wouldn't find them in hurling. There is the free, and it's gone well wide.
Good kick, just off balance.
Damien Darnsey once more here with the kick out.
It's not all footballers either, it's just the flashy ones.
Just the flashy ones. What do you have?
Nice old playing Predators for me.
Good man.
Yeah, yeah. I'm back, I don't need to be wearing flashy anything.
Oh no. Damien Darcy with the kick out. Looking for Oisin Gorman also there as Callum Mutton. Oisin Gorman gets a hand to it, collects the ball ahead of Sam Johnston, or ahead of Sean Coughlin. Oisin Gorman, Kieran Doyle coming out to work. Kieran Doyle gets a hand to it. Kieran Doyle overturns.
It's free.
Uses his body there to get in there. Very well played.
You'd wonder would Newcastle get Kieran Doyle out of full forward, get him out the field for 5 minutes just before half time. We get on the ball. We've got 2.5 minutes or so left. Try to get him on the ball. Try to make something happen. Like I know the guys are making stuff happen outside, but Kieran's an experienced campaigner. He might be able to figure something out, break a line there somewhere.
So Ryan Heffernan points where he wanted. He was a bit close there when initially calling first, but the ball gone the appropriate distance. Back to Robbie O'Gara, and now on to Heffernan. Heffernan scored a lovely point earlier on. He checks it back to Sean McLeavy. McLeavy to Kieran Doyle, and here he is out in the 45. Kieran Doyle checking back around the challenges of the Tinahely players, but Tinahely just takes one step too much, and Tinahely overturn. Here's James Turrell.
Tinahely were clever there. They got bodies around Kieran. They knew he could make stuff happen. They were alert to get bodies around him.
And Tinahely just doing there, not wanting to just hoof it up the pitch, trying to work it out. Sean Murphy now running for it with Sean McLeavy putting the pressure. It's going to be a free though from the sideline. Tiarnán De Hál had called for
push after the ball, yeah.
Got just over 30 seconds left to play of the 30 minutes. John Blake with the free to Tony Darcy. Darcy back to Adam Haddon. Haddon, no obvious options at the moment as he just carries on with the ball. Over to Larry Keating. Keating goes back to James Turrell. Turrell looking forward. Onto Pierce Byrne. And there is the half-time whistle. Tinahely 2-6, Newcastle 1-3, 6 points in it. Martin, how have you found the first half?
Tinahely will be happy enough. They haven't put the foot on the gas really and are still 6 points up. Obviously the fortuitous goal helps that and all the rest, but I think Newcastle will be frustrated because when they got the ball in early in play, they were getting scores quicker, and they haven't managed to do that. John Blake's done a good job as the +1 there for Tinahely. So I'd say Tinahely will be happy having not really put their foot on the gas, be 6 points up. I'd say they'll come out in the second half, they'll try to put the foot on the gas for the first 10 and try and finish the game off. Newcastle need to try and get back into it if they can, but a good game of football, good open game of football by both teams in fairness.
Absolutely, and we'll see you here back in 10 minutes' time for the second half of the Philip Doyle Junior B Football Championship final.
Support Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 euro or 25,000 euro cash. Get your tickets from your club.
The corner forward gathers it on the 21, but it's stolen by the cornerback. He's picked his pocket there.
It's dropping from the skies. The big man has it again. Oh, he's lording it today.
He's backing himself. He has the distance, but has he the accuracy? It's over the bar. Tashi Garuto. Tashi Halutrasta. They've done it. Nobody.
Our GAA. We all belong here, in this place, at this time. We belong not because of who we are or where we come from. Being here means belonging. Belonging means knowing you're part of a community that has a place for all. Where potential is nurtured, where individuals become teams. We honour the legacy of those who went before and strive to build a legacy of their own. Some of us play, some of us used to play, some of us never played. We all belong. Belonging means having a voice, means being able to say what you think is right. Being listened to. Belonging means respecting each other, means being there for each other, on the pitch, off the pitch. Belonging means rolling our sleeves up and doing what needs to be done. We all belong, whether it's our first day or our 100th year. We all belong here, because this place belongs to us all. Our GAA, where we all belong.
Support Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 euro or 25,000 euro cash. Get your tickets from your club.
Someone move! It's looking, boys. Who wants it? Alan! Will you just kick the ball out to the middle of the field? Get your head in the game, come on! Keepers! Jesus Christ, Alan! Will you catch the ball? That's your square, your responsibility. You called for the ball. Come on and get your head in the game. James, lads, he's lost the hunger altogether, that fella. Christ.
Eugene, listen, look, we're all worried about him. He's not in a good place. He's not himself. He doesn't need you on the sideline shouting at him with abuse. Look, go and have a chat with him and see if he's all right, will you?
Yes, I never thought of that. Hold on. Alan! Alan, come here!
It's important to remember that underneath the jersey, GAA players are just normal people too. 4 to 4 of us have mental health, and you don't have to be an expert to make a positive difference at your GAA club. Look after yourself and keep an eye out for others. Sometimes all you have to do is listen. Go to realtalks.ie/GAA to learn more.
Tá áitir le bhain na lig. Bhaine tá beo a fannacht ar lá nach deoch a riomh béidir. Bhaine a hín siar ríist sa ríist eile ag an áitir asmuid.
Well, lads, what's the crack?
Bhaine nach stop a riomh go dagan na puinte nach féidir mu a stoppa. Bhaine nach niúltíim riomh don obair atá déanamh.
You got it all free?
Bhaine chur na raidh gach ile tradiisiún agus gach ile scéile chur raidh thugann. Bhaine bíomhan linn na léithanta hagan go deo. Waith hain, wahí hain, utha hain, bhain hain, tá áit ar leith bhaine lig. áit linne lígí. Cumann Newcastle Gael tá áit dúna lígán.
She'll forget it's her first day. She'll grit her teeth and try her heart out. She'll know that someday she'll master the lift. She'll never forget her first day. She is a camogie player, and she belongs where we all belong. GAA, where we all belong.
Good morning, John.
Morning, Tom. Your taxi with
The fact of coming back down here to meet up with the lads and everything and the contact they kept with me is an enormous boost.
There was a need there for us to look after our older members. My own father comes along and he was sick then before Christmas, so he didn't come here, and really I could see a difference in him. I felt that he missed his friends.
The Monday Club, and everybody who wants to come along is invited. They're remaking connections that they had 20 years ago when they were all very active club members, and now all of a sudden they sit down and it's like they were never away from one another.
I think it's one of the better things that we've done on our healthy club journey because it means so much.
Support Wicklow GAA and you could win a hybrid Ford Puma worth 33,000 a year or 25,000 a year cash. Get your tickets from your club.
a healthy club is where we all belong.
Irish GAA Healthy Club is a game changer.
In this place, at this time.
We belong not because of who we are or where we come from.
Being here means belonging.
Belonging means knowing you're part of a community.
A community that has a place for all.
Where potential is nurtured.
Where individuals
become teams.
Who honour the legacy of those who went before.
And strive to build a legacy of their own.
Some of us play.
Some of us used to play.
Some of us never played.
We all belong.
Belonging means having a voice.
Means being able to say what you think is right.
Being listened to.
Belonging means respecting each other.
On the pitch, off the pitch.
Belonging means rolling up your sleeves
and doing what needs to be done.
We all belong, whether it's our first day
or our 100th year.
We all belong because this place belongs to us all.
RGA, where we all belong.
RGA, where we all belong.
Cumann Newcastle Gael, tá áit dúine a lig an.
RGA,
where we all belong.
Our GAA, where we all belong. RGA, where we all belong.
Everything we do in the club involves the community.
The men are out walking, having the cuppa, chatting. We have a wonderful morning here, and it fits us out for the week, and everybody just goes home so happy. Keep out, keep about.
The war started in Ukraine, and that's where our healthy club.
You're very welcome back to the Wicklow GA TV stream of the Philip Doyle Junior B Football Championship final between Tinahely and Newcastle. Here's the second half coming up. Tinahely leading 2-6 to 1-3. I'm Daniel Kennedy on the commentary. With me is Martin O'Brien on the co-commentary. So we saw there at half-time Newcastle didn't leave the pitch. They just did their team talk on the sideline there at the dugout. Well, Tinahely have just come back out. And Tiarnán De Hál will get us back underway in a few moments, Mert.
No changes, I don't think. I'm just looking around. I don't see any changes on either team. So it'll be. I would imagine. I'd expect Tinahely to try and put them away here in the first 10 minutes if they can. Try and really put the foot on the gas and try and get the game out of sight with being 6 points up. Then it's up to Newcastle. Then obviously to drag themselves back into it. A goal would be a real remedy here now straight away if they could.
Tiarnán De Hál checking the watch. Pierce Byrne and Adam Farrell there in for the throw-in. Farrell, of course, credit with an own goal. Ball goes up. Adam Farrell gets a hand to it. Gets his hands to it now. He's gone forward. He's on the advantage. Adam Farrell bringing it on now to the 45. Kicks it ahead of him. He's on the advantage there. No advantage. Bandage over.
Yeah,
James Terrell looks forward.
Opened up for him. He was away. Oh, just a bad solo.
Alan Daly kicks it over to Warren Merriman. Warren Merriman looking at his options. Robbie O'Gara here out wide is calling first. Doesn't use him. Goes to Mark O'Connor instead. O'Connor. On now to O'Gara. Taking it down the open stand side into the hands of Ryan Heffernan wearing number 9. Heffernan looking at his options. Kieran Dawes made a move there, but Tinahely have bodies in front of him. Heffernan still in possession. Jinking this way and that. Gets it over to Robbie O'Gara. O'Gara on the 45. Sides to use Alan Daly. Daly over to Merriman. Merriman's pulled down there and it's going to be a free for Newcastle on the edge of the arc.
Very well done by Merriman there. Bought the free. They were going nowhere. The hand went in, wrapped around it, hit the deck. Very, very good free one.
Liam Reynolds. We got confirmation it was just an accident that Liam Reynolds ended up with 15 and Ryan Heffernan with number 9. Reynolds with a chance for a 2-pointer right at the start of the second half for Newcastle. Hits it high, it's accurate, has the accuracy, it's over the bar. Newcastle cutting that gap down to 4 points. Tinahely 2-6, Newcastle 1-5.
Great kick. That's exactly what they needed to get out of the traps early, get out quick, get a nice 2-pointer on the board, give themselves something to cling on to. Now need to push up and really attack the Tinahely kick out here if they can.
Of course they are playing out with the aid of a breeze, but it's not too strong a breeze. Keeps coming and going. As you
again, it's sort of in a period of lull there now. Like it's the flags on the poles over the Ireland flag are blowing, but the flags on pitch level are not moving at all.
Damien Darcy with the high kick out. Underneath that there is Liam Reynolds, but Tinahely get a hand to it and it breaks there nicely for Conor Hatton. Hatton now checks it back over to John Blake. Blake gets it forward to Maurice Hederman. Liam Reynolds is down there just over the 45, feeling the effects that hit.
Well done, cornerback.
Adam Hussey got a hand to it, but James Terrell though kicks it into space. Ball still running away there. James Terrell collects. Terrell back over to Maurice Hederman, or rather that was Thomas Hayden. Now it's Maurice Hederman who hits it out wide to Oisin Gorman. Sam Johnson tracking him, he's gone in on him since Sean Ryder went off with an injury about 18 minutes into the first half. Tinahely just happy enough now to kick the ball around. Just passing, keeping possession. No need to rush anything just yet. Shot coming in there from Thomas Hayden. It's caught there nicely by Stephen Kelleher. Kelleher gets a hand to it. It was a
could have ended in disaster.
Could have ended in disaster, but Newcastle come away with it. Kick there now, Robbie O'Gara.
Interesting on that last attack there with Tinahely. Newcastle didn't flood everyone back. They kept 5 players up the field inside Tinahely's half, which is very rare now these days. So Tinahely actually had to bring lads back. That meant that there was more space inside, but it didn't work out for him. But it was an interesting series of play.
And Arthur Dunn's on a trot there. He's fouled by Pierce Byrne. And it's a free in now to Newcastle on the 65. Arthur Dunn not getting back up straight away from that challenge. Physio's calling over to him.
Looks like he's holding his calf.
Of course, the other wing back, Sean Ryder, went off, as you mentioned. It looked like a hamstring. Warren Merriman kicks the ball in, looking for Kieran Doyle. Good leg there from Thomas Hayden. pushing the back on the recovering Tinahely defence. And they get on with it now quickly with the tap and go. And possession is Adam Haddon. Haddon over to Morris Hedeman. Hedeman to Tony Darcy. Tony Darcy, lovely pass over to James Turrell. Just handed into space, Ryan Heffernan shadow him. James Turrell just working it back into the Tinahely half.
Tinahely looks to be making a sub here. Patrick Murphy is down along the sideline here, ready to come in.
So he was playing with the ball here in midfield with Pierce Byrne. Adam Haddon is making the run to his right. Off his right shoulder, uses Haddon. Haddon kicks it in, looking for Rory O'Dare. Newcastle overturn, good hand there from Ethan Mackey. And into the hands then of Sam Johnson. Newcastle working across their 21. And Adam Hussey now in possession. Tinahely are leading a bit of a press here. Sam Johnson now in possession. Gets a pass Rory O'Dare. O'Dare still trying to challenge, but he gets a pass off to Warren Merriman.
Well done by Sam Johnson to get them out there.
Now onto Liam Reynolds. Off his shoulder there is Mark O'Connor. Liam Reynolds still running forward in front of Thomas Hayden. Liam Reynolds tries a great pass. Thomas Hayden, clash of legs there and a free into Newcastle. Liam Reynolds feeling the effects of that.
Some shouts from the bank here for a red card. I don't think he meant to throw a boot in. It's just the way he came across. He was attacking the ball there. It's an
unfortunate clash of legs.
It's unfortunate, yeah. I don't. Maybe a yellow. It was high, and I'd say a yellow for me anyway. But
he's having a chat with Dara Byrne here in the Hall over what just confirmed as Patrick Murphy does come on.
Could be a black card for foot trip too.
Sean Murphy stays over.
Yeah.
And here Thomas Hayden, Sam Talk lecture here with Tiarnán De Hál. See what colour the card is. It's a black card for Thomas Hayden. So you're right. I mean, he's seen it as a foot trip.
Yeah.
And it's a free in here for Newcastle.
They need a bit of a restructure now. Tinahely, Thomas is doing well there at centre back.
Here's Sean McLeavy with the ball in hand, I think. Alan Daly's made a trot up forward, but I think for Sean McLeavy, he'll look to hit this. Does strike it. Looks good. It's over the bar.
Cracking score. All of it, 55, 60 metres with the angle. That's a great score. Brings him right back into the game.
Tinahely 2-6, Newcastle 1-7, 2 points in it. So straight away, like two pointers at the start of this half for Newcastle.
Like I say, Newcastle came out there. They're trying to get themselves back into the game. Tinahely need to get a score here to try to keep them away if they're going to keep them at arm's length here. But Newcastle are in the ascendancy here. If they attack this kick out and go for the win, they're a man up. They really need to push it now.
Damien Darcy taking a few moments with the kick out.
They're manned up, full press on the kick out. They're right up.
Looking out wide, looking for the substitute, Patrick Murphy. Patrick Murphy is going to get there, but he can't control it. And it's a line ball to Newcastle. Liam Reynolds with the line ball into Ryan Heffernan. Heffernan back to Reynolds. Reynolds thinks it in for Sean McLeavy. McLeavy's going to go for it again. McLeavy, he just skidded off the boot and gone well wide.
His tail was up after getting the last one, so he said he'd go again, but maybe next time he'll play it inside. It was very far out. It may have been on, but still you have to play the percentages there.
But that press being the man up, immediately showing its worth. Getting the line ball, Patrick Murphy unable to control. We're waiting for Damien Darcy, who's gone into the field behind the goal to collect the ball.
Bit of cuteness there. Take the sting out of Newcastle. Take a bit of time on the kick out.
Darcy bring the tee out.
Try to break their momentum if they can. Tinahely need a ball here. They've brought Oisin Aughrim out here to the wing here, just in front of us on the bank side. I would imagine that's where the ball's going to go. Him and Patrick Murphy, two tall men here.
Stand in front of him is Arthur Dunn and also Robbie O'Gara on this side. He's not going to go for that side, goes for the cover stand side. Looking for Morris Hedeman. Hedeman does collect. Hedeman getting past Warren Merriman.
Very well done. If it was a decoy, it fooled us all.
Brilliant though, intercepted by Alan Daly, but it's going to be a line ball to Tinahely just to break up that attack, that break. And it's Adam Haddon now with the line ball. Looking forward. It's in, looking for Larry Keating. Larry Keating gets there ahead of Ryan Heffernan, but Heffernan's body was enough there to throw him off. And in possession is Warren Merriman.
Dodgy ball to be trying to give.
Merriman gets on with things quickly. Gets it over to Robbie O'Gara. Mark O'Connor's going forward to his right. He's not using them. Two Newcastle players in a bit of bother there in the middle of the field. With Mark O'Connor.
Two up here. Tinahely only have two up. There's going to be a free in front of the goal for Newcastle here, yeah. Tinahely only had two players up.
Just for those listening, of course, those over in the UK, Australia, Spain and Netherlands, we hope you're enjoying this Philip Doyle Junior B Football Championship final, whoever you may support.
Hope you have more sun than we have in Aughrim.
Sean McLeavy now scored that 2-pointer earlier on from a free from
they're bringing it out instead of for the 21. They're bringing it out for the 2-pointer.
No, I think he's not.
They're bringing it in now.
So Liam Reynolds. Oh no! Make up your mind, lads. Come on, what's going on?
It is their prerogative too if it's brought up for a technical free like that to bring it out for the 2-pointer. So
chance to
this is making a draw game.
Yep. Sean McLeavy scored a 2-pointer from a free earlier on. Hit one wide from play. McLeavy makes goes off the post, and it's a race for possession. Hand there from Sean Coughlin, the goal scorer for Newcastle. He picks it off the ground. It's a free out to Tinahely, and James Terrell gets on with things quickly. Now to Patrick Murphy. Newcastle leading the press upfield, but they're doing well there. Tinahely to avoid the challenge of Ryan Heffernan. Here he is on possession is Adam Haddon. Haddon looks back and forward inside for Patrick Murphy. Murphy trying to get past Daly on the advantage now. Here's Pierce Byrne. Pierce Byrne looking to kick the ball in forward for Daniel King, but it's a free to
no harm, no foul.
Tinahely.
No harm, no foul there when you're on the advantage. There's been a bit of lip now and it's going to be moved up.
He moved up. In fact, I think that was because looked to be number 5 there for Arthur Dunn for Newcastle. Didn't hand the ball straight back. He just put the ball on the turf.
It's interesting here, straight from that, when the ball hit the post, came out, Tinahely got a free. You could see the Tinahely bench, David Dillon, the manager, was telling him, using his hands, indicating to calm down, slow down. James Tyrrell actually went fast, got it up to Pierce Byrne, actually worked out for them. But I would agree with David now, they need to just get their foot on the ball, hold on to it for a little while, burn a bit of clock while Thomas Hayden is in the sin bin, and try and get their scores. Like, this is a vital score here now for Pierce if it goes over.
There's Byrne. Lifts it up, it looks like it's curling, it looks good, it's over the bar. Tinahely 2-7, Newcastle 1-7.
They just need to keep them at arm's length until they get their men back on the field.
So just a goal in it now as this half is over, just over 11 minutes old, this half. Stephen Kelleher with the kick out. Ethan Mackey's making himself available here away from down game, but he just goes long, looking for Robbie O'Gara. O'Gara gets a hand to it, so does Pierce Byrne, but Alan Daly collects. Now in possession is Warren Merriman. Back to Robbie O'Gara. Sam Johnston made the run forward. Johnston now more comfortable, I'd say, in the forwards. Pierce Byrne just shadowing him, but he takes it up, gives it over to Kieran Doyle. Kieran Doyle checks inside, just going across the arc. Kieran Doyle goes to the ground. Tinahely overturned.
Good turnover.
Adam Haddon inside. And Tinahely now going to work it down the bank side.
Tyrrell's away here, and there's men one-on-one inside if he can get his head up.
Tyrrell now is going to kick it for Daniel King to run into space. Adam Hussey now chasing. Adam Hussey, brilliant shoulder by Adam Hussey. And he gets the ball. It's going to be a free though. Here. Long advantage if there was one.
Really sure what's going on here. Did he stop it for a head injury or something? No. It is coming back for something.
Must have been a foul on the afters. When Adam Haddon was...
That was a long advantage. Yeah. It's going all the way back to the Tinahely 45.
James Tyrrell gets things underway onto, or rather not James Byrne, sorry. Pierce Byrne in possession. Byrne looking forward for Patrick Murphy. However, it's Maurice Hederman who collects. Maurice Hederman looking inside. Good ball into Rory O'Dare. Rory O'Dare should get there. Does. Hands it off to Oisin Gorman. Oisin Gorman bursting past some blue jerseys. And Maurice Hederman now in possession. Back over to Pierce
pull
Byrne.
The trigger on the left there.
Pierce Byrne to Tony Darcy. Tony Darcy back to Pierce Byrne.
Again, Newcastle are leaving 5 men up. They're not going full out defensive. So there is space for Tinahely here.
Here is now Daniel Ging. Back to Pierce Byrne.
They need to get out of the corner and into the far side. Tony Darcy going for it. That's a cracking score if he gets it.
And it's in the back of the net. No, it's not. It's off the line, but Keller, no.
The umpires are going for it.
Umpires look like they were going for it. There's a bit of confer going on. The green flag is raised. Oisin Gorman has his goal.
That's a great score for Tinahely when they're down to 14 men. A bit of confusion there. The umpires don't seem to agree on whether it was over the line or not. Tiarnán De Hál was letting the play go on. He had his back turned and was running the other way.
Let's have a look at a replay here.
It's hard to know what's going on. It looked over from where we were.
I think we were just looking at a replay. It's still even hard to tell on that, I felt.
Oisin Gorman was adamant, in fairness, as he would be.
Tiarnán De Hál's giving the goal.
They're giving it now. It was just interesting. Tiarnán De Hál had his back turned. A Tinahely player had to notify him that they were waving the green flag the other way. So a bizarre set of circumstances there.
The umpires took a few moments to confer to decide whether it had gone over the line. But
I still don't think they agree.
We're going over to have a chat, all right.
1 minute left on the black card here.
And Warren Merriman gets that Stephen Kelleher catch, and he's on the advantage now, and he's going to try burst forward. Sam Johnson going into a bit of space. Sam Johnson has Ryan Heffernan to his left, uses him. Heffernan going to jinx inside. Scored a brilliant point at the start of the first half. Heffernan is it out wide looking for Ryan Reynolds. Liam Reynolds tries to get ahead of James Turrell. Turrell does brilliant defence there. Does throw himself in too. Liam Reynolds not happy with that. Free out to Tinahely for pushing it back.
That's frustrating for Newcastle because James Turrell did touch that on the ground twice and it's just back to his referee. The referee couldn't see it, but he did well there. He threw his body in.
Patrick Murphy in possession over to Pierce Byrne. Pierce Byrne to Rory O'Dare.
15 gone and Tinahely still find themselves 6 points up. They done well to manage the black card there.
And Pierce Byrne looking for Daniel King. King just using his boot there to get into a bit of space, to pushing it back on the Tinahely player, and it's a free in now for Tinahely. So
the black card is ready to come back in here. Thomas Hayden is getting ready. He's chomping at a bit to get back in. Bit of a strange one to blow that free there. Tinahely had the ball. So give advantage for a couple of seconds, see what plays out. Appears to be looking for this short, I'd imagine.
I suppose from Tinahely's case, they're probably happy enough to eat up a few more seconds.
That's it, yeah.
Pierce Byrne just going to work it back out into the middle there to Adam Haddon. Haddon looking forward, sees Oisín Gorman moving into space. Gorman gets to the ball, handles it brilliantly, getting past his man, getting past two men. Newcastle tried to overturn, he was on the advantage. It's going to be free just inside the arc for Tinahely, and Thomas Hayden is making his way back onto the field. So,
well done by Oisín Gorman there, took it into a field of bodies, drew out the free.
Seems a bit worse for wear now after that challenge. Thomas, suppose both teams now at 15 on 15 again.
Thomas Hayden back in, yeah.
Still, Tinahely though, 6 points the margin, 2 goals in it. Oisín Gorman is going to be taking this free. Got less than 15 minutes left to go. Oisín Gorman shoots. It's going to go high. Looks to be gone well wide of the target. Remains Tinahely 3-7, Newcastle 1-7. Stephen Gallagher with a kick out. Now being with the teams now with the both up to full complement for Newcastle. It's going to be even harder than it was a few moments ago. Gallagher goes long, looking for Adam Farrell there in the middle, but he just goes over his head. In fact, he goes over Pierce Burns as well, but Larry Keaton picked up the pieces. Adam Haddon there, Liam Reynolds trying there to sneak in behind him, but Adam Haddon did well to hold on to that.
Lucky, waiting for the ball he was. Oisín Gorman is away with it now.
Gets it over to Rory O'Dare. Rory O'Dare trying to get past Sam Johnston. Does well there, nice burst of pace there to evade the challenge. Rory O'Dare shoots wide.
He's appealing for a 45, but I don't think so. It's no harm though. They have it away from their own goal. It's good as a score at this stage. Keep it up the end of the field. 7 wides for Tinahely now.
Kelleher. Tinahely players getting very tight to their men. Pierce Byrne was trying to keep tight to O'Gara, but O'Gara does collect.
Good kick out, got it away well.
Here's Adam Hussey. Hussey back to it's Arthur Dunn, onto Adam Farrell. Farrell looking forward. Over to Ethan Mackey. Mackey back on to Robbie O'Gara. Robbie O'Gara inside to Adam Hussey. Sam Johnson to his left. A lot of red bodies in front of him. We find Sam Johnston. Johnson moving forward. Mark O'Connor's made a run into space. Mark O'Connor just a little bit too behind him from to just burst straight away there, so I had to check back. Firmed the challenge well.
2 up, Tinahely have only 2 up. The referee looked at and didn't give it. Interestingly, he looked over his shoulder.
Sean McLeavy here shoots into the box looking for Kieran Doyle. Damien Darcy gets a hand to it. It's going to be a 45 to Tinahely, or to Newcastle.
That'll be frustrating if you're Newcastle. Tiarnán De Hál looked over his shoulder, looked to see there was only 2 Tinahely men, and there was Tinahely men sprinting to get back up and kind of let them off the hook a little bit. Newcastle could have done with that 21-yard free or even the 2-point opportunity.
Here's the opportunity now for Sean McLeavy from a 45. Drop one short in the first half from a 45. Of course, hit the post with a two-pointer attempt free. Put a 2-pointer over as well. Now Sean McLeavy, they're going to need every score they can get. Take every opportunity. That one's going to drop short. Gets a hand to it from Adam Farrell. Saved on the line there.
That was a great hand. It's a great hand. He got power and he guided it right in towards the corner. Great save.
Tinahely though are looking to break away. Looking for Thomas Hayden. Kieran Doyle intercepts. Robbie O'Gara over to Arthur Dunn. No advantage taken there, and it'll be a free here on the sideline for Newcastle. See who's coming out for it. Take this, or rather, it's a line ball to
line ball for Tinahely. Free for Tinahely.
Free for Tinahely, yeah. Morris Hedeman.
It was a bit of a late hit there, all right, but
Hayden looking for Daniel Ging, who's out in front of Adam Hussey. Ging gets a hand to it, tumbles over to the challenge of Adam Hussey, illegally so, says Tiarnán De Hál, and it's a free on the edge of the arc for Tinahely.
I imagine Tinahely will take their time, they'll have a shot at this, goes over, it's 2-pointer, if it goes wide, not how bad.
Where's Byrne?
Just 10 minutes left on the clock now.
Byrne scored a free earlier on this half. From closer in, that was when Arthur Dunn can give the ball immediately back for a free. There's Chris Byrne lining up the target. Chance for a 2-pointer. Chris Byrne, it's curling, looks to be going wide. It is wide. So it remains Tinahely 3-7, Newcastle 1-7. Oisin Gorman's goal in this half, the biggest separator in this half so far. Stephen Gallagher with the kick out, as I mentioned there. Just less than 10 minutes to go. Newcastle
need to push strong now. They really need to push on and try and go for the win here. It's now or never for them. Tinahely they're doing well. They're holding on to the ball. Keep getting their frees like that up the field, eating the clock, and they'll be happy enough. But it's up to Newcastle to really push it here. They have to go for it.
Adam Farrell over to Ethan Mackey. Ethan Mackey soloing. Back over now to Liam Reynolds. Liam Reynolds brings it inside. Red jersey just in front of him. Gets it back to Ethan Mackey. Ethan Mackey over to Ryan Heffernan. Heffernan back to Mackey. No obvious gaps there forming. Ball spills out of the hands of Mark O'Connor, but Ethan Mackey collects. He's on the advantage now. He gives it over to Sean McLeavy. They're going to go for the free though here. Tiarnán De Hál calling no advantage. You get to get on with things quickly now. And a chance for Newcastle from Sean Coughlin. It just drops into Damien Darcy's hands. He's happy enough to collect that. Damien Darcy, no real urgency, trying to get out, waiting for the Newcastle press to come. And now Tinahely looking away with Thomas Hayden. On to Patrick Murphy. Murphy checking him back. It's over now to John Blake. Blake trying to get past Heffernan, does so. Gives it back inside to Patrick Murphy. Blake hit the deck there, but Murphy's in possession. Gives it over to Roy O'Dare, who's just stolen marks there, and Ethan Mackey there. The way the ball came in, it worked out better for the corner forward. And here is Daniel Ging. Daniel Ging gonna go for it. Puts it over the bar.
The game opening up now with Newcastle pushed on. It's suiting Tinahely. They're able to get into their two speedsters inside. The two lads are out in front. They're winning their ball. To keep chipping scores like that this game, they'll see this game out nice and easy.
There's Damien Darcy there, like waiting for the press to come in.
Bit of experience, didn't panic, just held on to it, waited for the press to come, fisted out over them then, and they were out then. They were out at the 45 at that stage.
Stephen Keller with the kick out. Went for Adam Farrell with the last one. This time he's looking for Farrell again. However, Tinahely don't get a man in front of it there with Patrick Murphy. Or Oisin Gorman rather. Over to Thomas Hayden. Thomas Hayden to Morris Hederman. Adam Hussey shadowing him. Hederman gets it over to Roy O'Dare. Roy O'Dare doesn't use the run of Hederman. Goes for the shot. Puts it over the bar.
As I just said, the game is opening up. It's suiting Tinahely. It was Ging a second ago. Now it's O'Dare. That's the two inside men are after getting scores now. It'd be hard to see how Newcastle are going to come back from here with 8 minutes on the clock, 7 minutes on the clock. They need a goal now, essentially. They need to go for it now.
8 points the margin.
Tinahely have got Oisin Gorman out onto Adam Farrell because he is the kick-out target. Two big men, at least he can break it back off him, but they've got it away short this time.
Short this time to Robbie O'Gara, now back onto Ethan Mackey. Ethan Mackey looking forward, just Tinahely just tracking men. But Ethan Mackey though spots a gap. Ethan Mackey running forward. Here is Adam Farrell. Adam Farrell bringing it across the 45, shifts the challenge of Oisin Gorman. Back now to Sam Johnson. Johnson gives it over to Ryan Heffernan. Heffernan is running forward. Just checking his run there was Larry Keaton. He hits the deck, but Sam Johnson comes over and collects. And here is Kieran Doyle. Kieran Doyle, a bit of space in front of him. Kieran Doyle looks to just chip it over the bar. That's a point for Newcastle. 1-8 to 3-9.
Need a big press now in Newcastle. Need to squeeze up everybody on this kick out.
7 points the margin. We've got just over 6 minutes left to go. Damien Darcy with the kick out. They're not piling bodies in the middle of both teams at the moment. I suppose that's how.
Good kick out from Tinahely, good run from Patrick Murphy, good kick.
Takes his mark.
Takes his mark, slows it down.
He's looking forward for Pierce Byrne. Byrne gets a hand to it, and he hands it off to Thomas Hayden. Thomas Hayden now. Rory O'Gara chasing him down, but Thomas Hayden still going forward. On now to Daniel Ging. Daniel Ging trying to get past a few bodies there. Gets it back to Adam Haddon. Haddon looking out wide. Across to Morris Edelman. And back to Adam Haddon. Haddon just taking the challenge.
Sub coming in here for Newcastle. Looks like Sean O'Gara getting ready. Good hand there. That's it. That's what Newcastle need. They need the ball now.
Adam Hussey was the man to intercept that. He gives it over to Mark O'Connor. O'Connor there, nicked off and by Rory there, but it's going to be the free out for the advantage that Hussey was on. And as you mentioned, there, number 19 coming on, Sean O'Gara for.
Looks like Kieran Doyle.
Kieran Doyle got that last point. Is the sub to make way? Another sub
coming
on.
in. 25 here.
Stephen Taylor.
Number 19.
Lost to be coming
Sean
on.
O'Gara replaces number 14, Kieran Doyle.
Kieran Doyle getting the applause off the pitch. Great servant for Newcastle. Great servant to Wicklow GAA.
And substitution on the Newcastle team. Number 25, Stephen Taylor replaces number 2, Adam Hussey.
Taking on Adam Hussey.
That's a strange one. I think he's playing well. Yeah,
had a good game.
Getting out in front there again. Like he has a handful in there with Dan Ging, but he's doing well.
So he came away with that last ball, got the advantage, and this is the free that we have here. It's gone to Sam Johnson, back to Warren Merriman. Merriman now just trying to throw a bit of pace to get forward. He's on the advantage now for that last challenge. Warren Merriman over to
Tinahely 2 up again. Tinahely only 2 up again. So do Newcastle. No one has noticed it yet.
Heffernan.
Now that we have a Tinahely man sprinting back forward, there's nobody now to find the referee. That's twice now Newcastle have had that. That could be 2 2-point opportunities gone and begging for them.
And Robbie O'Gara there is fouled by Oisin Gorman. That's a free on the 14 for Newcastle. So another chance here. Gorman now is feeling the effects that challenge that he put in. Taking a moment to get up. Hobbling a little bit. Ryan Heffernan standing over it. This point, do you just need to put it into the square?
4 minutes to go, yep. You have to put it into the square now. You definitely have to put it into the square.
Heffernan is going to put it into the square. Is lofting up in the air. It's a hand there from a Tinahely man. However, here's Warren Merriman. He gets to the break. Merriman trying to get forward. A lot of bodies around him. It's picked up by Damien Darcy. And Tinahely come away with it here now. Larry Keating in possession. Keating gets it forward to James Turrell. Turrell. No obvious options here. The Newcastle press is there. However, he does work it out wide to Pierce Byrne. Pierce Byrne, a bit of space. Sam Johnson chasing him down. Johnson gets back to check his run. Pierce Byrne doing very well there to hold off the challenge.
Get it out.
Daniel Ging, where Stephen Taylor now has gone in to mark him. What a pickup!
Great pickup.
By Patrick Murphy.
Here if they want
by Royer there. On to Daniel Ging. Ging goes for the point. Over the bar.
Correct option. What a bit of flair there from Royer there. Chipping it up with the left foot. Great bit of flair. Newcastle tried their best down the far end to try and win a penalty. You can see Warren Merriman was in trying to dig in with the head to try and get a penalty, but Tinahely stood up, got it out, but that's a cracking score. It's nice. It's probably the highlight of the game, that little chip up, to be fair to him.
The presentation will take place in the
Stephen Callagher now with the kick out. Going long, looking for Adam Farrell, and Warren Merriman's also underneath that. Misses all of them. It's now a race between Adam Haddon and Warren Merriman. However, it's Leon Reynolds who gets out to collect. Reynolds getting past a few red jerseys there. He's fouled, and it'll be a free just outside the 45 for Newcastle. We're looking at going in now the last 2 minutes here. 3-10 to 1-8. Tinahely lead.
Tinahely are managing the game here. They're not letting Newcastle get ahead of steam up. A different person is fouling them all the time. Like, that was a cynical foul. You know exactly what he was doing, but it was the correct decision because that stopped. It lets them get their men behind the ball. It stops Newcastle's momentum. But here's one under the crossbar again.
Reynolds
too short.
It up, but yeah, looks too short. 2 Newcastle men go for it. Goes away. Ryan Merriman tries to keep it in play. Ball's gone wide. 8 points the margin. Less than 2 minutes to go. This would be if there is to be a comeback or anything like that, it's got to be quick, but it doesn't look too likely.
They need a goal now. I've said it a couple of times, but if it's going to be a comeback, it needs to happen now. Just over 90 seconds left on our clocks, but don't remember too many injuries either, Dan.
No, don't think so. Only really the subs were the only stoppages in play, if they even really did stop the game at all. Damien Darcy with a kick out. Going long, looking for Oisin Gorman. He's been a good outlet all game. He does get a hand to it. It breaks to James Turrell. Turrell, the terrible pass there was intercepted almost by Sean McLeavy. But Tinahely come away with it nonetheless. It's worked out wide too. Morris Hedeman and a bit of space to run into for Hedeman. Got ahead of him is Patrick Murphy, or rather Thomas Hayden. Thomas Hayden, what a pass by Morris Hedeman. Hayden
what a
now.
Score, that's a great score.
Well,
from all the way from the kick out, Oisin Gorman meant to tap that down to James Tyrrell. James Tyrrell did lose, but they moved it well to this side, to the bank side. Two cracking good foot passes up the field. Lovely score. Tinahely's day, I think.
We felt could call that the sealer, but I had the feeling here it has already been sealed. Warren Merriman gets the kick out. Merriman showed a nice burst of pace earlier on. They're going to need a nice burst of pace. Looking for Sean McLeavy. He gets it back though. And on go Newcastle. Here is Sean Coughlin. Goal scorer in the first half. Coughlin goes for it. Goes across the face of goal. Sean O'Gara tried to get a boot to it. However, just
3 minutes. 3 minutes additional time here, folks. That could have very easily ended up in the goal. I think it was number 19 there. Sean O'Gara was coming in around the back post. It took a leg out. It might have ended up in. Pushing O'Gorman is coming off here now as well for Dara Hayden. Pushing's getting a good cap off the field. He's played very well for Tinahely. Scored 1-2 or 1-3, I would say.
Damien Darcy now with kick out. Getting a few claps in the back there. Oisin Gorman from the subs on the bench. 2.5 minutes left to go. Darcy going long. On a drop now, and a brilliant catch there by Morris Hedeman. Hedeman
took the mark, taking his time, finding a man.
Dara Hayden in possession. Oh, they really just hold things up here. That looks like a throw. It's going to be a free out to Newcastle. It's almost rugby style there. Just
have to compliment the Newcastle Ultras over in the stand over there with the horns they have. They're still going. They're still keeping them going. They're still hope in their hearts anyway.
Alan Daly over to Arthur Dunn.
On the Tinahely team.
Arthur Dunn. Man has made a move out wide here. That is Ethan Mackey. Ethan Mackey bringing it to space. Got to be careful here in Newcastle. They might go 3 men up. Yep, they are. There's only 2 men back for Newcastle. I think the Newcastle player on the far side noticed that. Here's Ryan Heffernan. Over to Robbie O'Gara. O'Gara, no obvious inroad, so just checks it back into the centre to Sean McLeavy. McLeavy chips it into the box. It looks like it's going to go over the bar.
2-pointer.
I'd say he's the most disappointed man to score a 2-pointer there's ever been.
He scored 2 2-pointers today. He's a lovely striker of the ball.
7 points to margin. 3-11 to 1-10. We're going in now, almost into the final minute of time added on. Damien Darcy with the kick out. We've a sub here coming on for Newcastle, number 20, Ryan Doherty. I think Tiarnán De Hál hasn't called it just yet, or he's allowing him to come in.
He's stopping the kick out. The kick out went and he's bringing it back.
No obvious options of signs of who's coming off.
Mark O'Connor, it looks like.
Yeah, there we go. Mark O'Connor, yeah, you're right. So Damien Darcy to get us back underway again. Probably will be a few more extra seconds after that sub.
Sean Simmons replaces number 3.
Looks like the stand side overload here.
Going long underneath there is Morris Hedeman, but also Pierce Byrne. 2 of them go for it, and it is Adam Haddon who collects the ball. However, Newcastle seem to have got a boot onto it. They do with Sean O'Gara, but getting the foot in there with Dara Hayden going over the ball.
10-20 seconds left here, so Tinahely, I imagine, will try to keep the ball. Referee's looking at his whistle.
Thomas Hayden got that last point for Tinahely. Gets it in now to Dara Hayden. Over now to Tony Darcy. Darcy just doing what he should do. Holding it up, beating down the seconds on the clock. And he gets it back to Thomas Hayden. Hayden gets over to Tony Darcy. Darcy's a man moved inside there. And that man is Dara Hayden. Dara Hayden checks back inside. Shot not high enough. But that's it. Tinahely and the Phillips Doyle Junior B football champions for 2025. 3-11 to 1-10 they beat Newcastle. I suppose a cracking win for them, Mark.
Yeah, great win for Tinahely. Yeah, they did very well to just see out the game. they managed the period where they're down to 14 really well and managed to get a goal, and that was kind of the heartbreak for Newcastle, because they were pushing really hard. They got back to 2 points, they missed a 2-pointer then, and then Tinahely went up and got a goal. So it was a 5-point swing really, and they kind of broke their hearts a bit. So Tinahely probably, on the standard of play, probably were overall a deserving winner. They took their chances. They did really well. The goal in the first half, I'm glad it wasn't just a 3-point game or a 2-point game, because for the goalkeeper in the first half with the mistake made. So yeah, look, Tinahely deserving champions. Like I said earlier on, a couple of club stalwarts in the team and a couple of young lads. So fair play to them, good win.
Brilliant win, and for Newcastle, it's a tough day for Tinahely. It's jubilation. Thank you very much here for watching. We'll have the presentation of the cup here coming up in a moment, and we'll be hearing as well the speech there of the Tinahely captain.
Doesn't tell us on the in the programme who it is, but
I think with yourself coming in late, I may have missed a toss now of who was going in.
Yeah.
But
seeing the celebration here, lots of kids coming onto the pitch. Great to see. Great to see Eugene, our cameraman, a little trot over to capture the presentation. Look, it's good for Tinahely. They've 3 teams. Obviously, semi-final in the senior against Barton last year, here for a couple of weeks ago. They had a great run. So it's great to see their second team keeping it developing along, keeping an outlet for young players to get good football and play in important matches like this. This is an important match for the younger lads to learn how to win and try and take that step onto the senior team. So fair play to them.
Of course, always the case. They call that people are not to get onto the pitch after the match because of the match afterwards, but that's never going to happen, is it?
No, particularly not anymore now when it has the smaller fence. You don't mention jumping fences around here. But yeah, the crowd peeling in. It'll be a nice bit of crack in Tinahely tonight.
Well, you know, it's not to bring them all over.
It's always this awkward minute after the final, isn't it? Everyone is celebrating and getting in, and by the time to get over to the stand, you can see, it's nice to see as well, you see loads of Tinahely club members there going in, but you see most of the senior team heading in to congratulate their teammates as well and their club mates. I'd imagine they all train together, like you're looking at, there's loads of, like I said earlier on, sons and fathers. And
so who do you feel there was the man of the match, Martin, for this one?
Tinahely, to be fair, had loads of good performance, but like the one that stands out to me, purely because of getting the vital scores at the vital time, is Oisin Gorman. I think that sorry, no, it's just there's a bit of kerfuffle here. Sorry, we're getting interrupted. They're calling out on the microphone about the pitch. People going in on the pitch. I think that ship has sailed. People are already in there, lads. But yeah, so Oisin Gorman stands out. Rory Adair and Daniel Ging did really well in the second half. Good supply to them. The 2 midfielders are solid. Top Pierceburn was excellent. He was on a lot of ball. Adam Haddon, James Tyrrell the same on a lot of ball. I would say John Blake kept them very well organised at the back. Damien Darcy was solid in the goal, but overall I think for the impact on the game, he scored 1-2, maybe 1-3. Did really well to get the goal when they were under pressure. I would say Oisin Gorman probably man of the match for me anyway.
Definitely, and I kind of felt as well, Thomas Hayden, had he not got the black card, I'd nearly be calling for it.
Yes, he would. Yeah, it was just when he came back on, he made up for it. In fairness to him, but just like I say, the vital score was that goal. But yeah, I would agree. Thomas Hayden was strong. He bombing forward, got a score as well. So.
And of course, couple of good performance for Newcastle today. Like I'd particularly be picking out Sam Johnson. He did quite well there, like kind of in both. As much as you say, he was marking Oisin Gorman, who were
Leon Rounds on a lot of ball too. Ryan Heffernan did well. Warren Merriman drove forward when they needed someone to drive forward. Adam Farrell was good on the kickouts. He was around there all the time. Alan Daly was physical around the backs as well. If had it gone the other way, like you would have been looking, as you say, at someone like Sam or Leon or Ryan maybe, but on the day, it's Tinahely's day, so
waiting there, Damien Byrne over on waiting for the presentation to happen over on the stand. So taking a moment, people are still getting onto the pitch. Yeah, there we go. Like
ship has sailed on that one.
Yeah. Just the announcement. Can you please close the gate? No, well, close the gate unless someone asks nicely. Kids being hopped over the gates. Sure, it's always in county final. They always.
Look, you can see their point to it. I know they have county finals to be played over the next couple of weeks and all the rest, but sometimes it's hard to stop the excitement when you do win a county final too. So, in fairness, the pitch is in good nick. It looks like it's in good nick out there. It was good nick last week when I played on it, so they're obviously doing a good job on it, so they want to mind it as well.
Okay, can we have both teams over for the presentation?
They're being called over the presentation now.
Yep.
Regardless of both teams in a great sporting game, today in the Philip Doyle Memorial Junior B County Final. First and foremost, I want to thank the referee, Tiarnán De Hál, on the next game and his officials, and I'd like to welcome Tiarnán up to the stand. I want to present a medal to Tiarnán for refereeing the county final today. Well done, Tiarnán. Okay, I'd like to invite the Doyle family up now to do the presentation on behalf of the late Philip Doyle. So Mary, if you can make your way up here, Mary. To Newcastle, hard luck today wasn't your day, but I've no doubt you will be back again next year stronger. Congratulations to Tinahely on your victory, and well done to both players and management. On behalf of Wicklow GA, we'd like to thank the Doyle family, who's been a long-serving sponsor of the Junior B Football Championship, and I'm delighted to have Mary and the daughter Tori here today to do the presentation. And I'd like to call on the captain of Tinahely, Tony Darcy. I won't keep it too long, it's a bit hoarse. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming here, all the supporters, and for coming all year to the jury of the all games, and it does mean a lot to the players, even supporters on the lines there. So thanks very much. I'd like to thank the management team, David, Gavin, Ken, Gillian, for putting in a very effortless there for our training this way there all year. And for the senior lads as well, Martin and the guy there, for the electric train, they really helped us today to see the lads are flying there. So thanks everybody involved in that. Newcastle, I know you were here before. We've been here a few times before, different finals. The last two in the finals, we've lost in the finals, we've lost. So He'll be back next year and best of luck next year. And I'd like to thank our sponsors here beside us. Thanks very much, Barry and Corey. I think I'll leave it at that, lads. I think we'll. Where's Mandy? Oh, Mandy. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you all back in O'Connor. If we could ask the spectators to please leave the field, two teams have been taken to the field for a county final. So if all spectators could please leave the field.